One of my favorite books that I just happened to stumble upon that has completely changed my life in really cool, soulful ways is this book, SoulSpace. Transform your home, transform your life, creating a home that is free of clutter, full of beauty, and inspired by you. So this process really helped me think differently, to be in my home in a different way. Because it's not just about making it all look pretty or following specific design principles, although, he incorporates that too. But it's just about how can you interact with your belongings and your space in a way that truly and deeply nourishes you. Who doesn't want to have their home just completely reflect who they are, to be the space of nourishment and inspiration and rejuvenation? I mean, yeah, I just read the title and I thought this is absolutely for me. So the author is Xorin Balbes, and I hope that I'm saying his name right. He has such a cool name. And on here it actually says he's an award-winning architectural conservator, designer, philanthropist, and a co-owner of his architectural design firm. And so he has a lot of experience in actual design. So what I really love about this book is that he incorporates very specific tips on ways in which you can make your home really beautiful and also feel really good. Because it's not just about looking pretty, it's about the energy flow, right? It's about how it feels deeply for your soul. And he actually has this, I think it's an 8-step process. Yes, it's an 8-step process on how to do this. So he takes you through this step by step, and I love step by step processes that actually work, because it really helps take a very big task and break it down into these manageable milestones where I actually feel like I'm making progress. And so that's how I felt when I was going through the steps in this book. And actually, I think I want to do it again. This is the kind of book that you can just use over and over and over again, because your home is constantly going to be shifting and changing as you are. I mean, hopefully, because hopefully you're shifting and changing and your needs are going to be different. So your home is going to reflect that. And so this is the kind of book that you can come back to again and again. It's kind of like just a reference book, really, for me. And so some of his steps, okay, so stage 1 is assess. You have to know what is actually there. Then you release what doesn't work for you. And I'm making this seem really simple, but he actually goes really in depth into each of the steps. Release, what's not there. I mean, we all know this, don't surround yourself with clutter. I mean, I totally still do that. And then I'm like, wait, no, I don't want these clutter piles. Let's get rid of it. So it's this ever-evolving process. It's definitely about being kind to yourself. And then what I thought was really interesting in his process is that he also said step 3 is cleanse. And I had never thought about this, but how once you have assessed what's there, once you have done the whole inventory, discover the emotional underlyings of everything, release what no longer serves you, now you're left with what you want to keep. You cleanse what you want to keep. You go through it carefully and you dust it off and you have gratitude for it and you thank it and you're appreciative for it. And man, that seriously raises the vibration in your home. So this process really helped me think differently, to be in my home in a different way. Because it's not just about making it all look pretty or following specific design principles, although, he incorporates that too. But it's just about how can you interact with your belongings and your space in a way that truly and deeply nourishes you. And then he goes on to help you also, how do you want to discover your dreams? Who do you want to be? And then towards the end, there's this stage 7, which is elevate. And I love that stage. How can you take what you already have and elevate it? How can you make it even better and even better? And that's a really fun one, because it's just adding all those extra finishing touches or, kind of upgrading things a bit. So I also really like this book because he has some stories in here. And they're really relevant. He uses his own personal stories or, stories with other people about how the use or misuse of these different steps can really affect one's home. And how people will come to him and say, oh, I want this or this or this. How do I do that? And he's like, here's my process. This is how it's going to help you. Yeah, so this is really all about having your home support you in your best life. And we all go through time periods in our life where we have true intention to declutter and to, just maybe do a deep dive and go through some things and make a major transformation. And if that is the time for you, this book is incredibly supportive for that. And especially on a spiritual level, it's very, it's creating a sacred space in your home. It's not just, you know, just like a surface level looking good. It's like a really deep, rich way of transforming who you are through your space and transforming your space to also reflect who you really deeply are. And I love that interplay. All right, so SoulSpace, you can buy this book. Please consider buying it through the link below. That would be really great, because what that does is supports this channel as well as keeps bookshop.org in business and distributes part of the profit to keep independent bookstores alive. And so I just love the circulatory flow of that everybody wins philosophy. And so please consider buying through the link below if this is something that resonates for you. I will see you next time with my next book recommendation. In the meantime, happy reading and happy soul spacing.